The story of the Aluu Four did not begin in the morning of October 5th, 2012. It began days earlier with a man named Coxswain Lucky, also known as Bright, a petty cultist and small-time hustler in Aluu who owed Ugonna money. Ugonna Obuzor, one of the victims, was not just a regular student. He was from a well-to-do family and had helped Lucky financially. But when Ugonna came back to collect the debt, alongside his friends, Lloyd, Tekena, and Chiadika, Lucky's pride and fear got in the way. He didn't have the money. He also didn't want to look weak in front of his gang circles. So when the boys came knocking at his door that dawn, the confrontation turned ugly. Some say the boys carried machetes. Others say they carried only bare hands. But the truth is this: Lucky panicked. Instead of settling, he screamed, "Thieves! They came to rob me!" In a community plagued by endless robberies, that word was all it took. His shout was not a plea, it was a death sentence. Neighbors poured out, already primed by months of night raids in Aluu. They didn't want explanations, they didn't want truth, they wanted blood. And the seed Lucky planted grew into a frenzy that devoured the boys. But here is the darker secret. The mob was not just ordinary people acting on impulses. Aluu had a history of jungle justice, and many of its vigilante youths were eager to prove their loyalty to the community by cleansing it of criminals. Some were even connected to cult groups that thrived on violence. When Lucky shouted, "Thief!" they saw an opportunity to act out rage, to show power, to feed the culture of fear that kept them relevant. The four were dragged, beaten, mocked. Yet the most chilling part, there were people in that crowd who knew them. Some recognized Tekena, a non-student, just a friend of the others, and whispered, "Isn't that so-and-so's boy?" But fear kept them silent. No one wanted to be the one who defended thieves. In a twisted way, the mob killed not just with stones and fire, but with silence. When the tires were fetched, it was already ritual. That method, tire, petrol, fire, was the signature of necklacing, a cruel execution borrowed from the darkest years of South Africa's apartheid mobs. For Aluu, it had become their unofficial law. Kill them in public, mourn them, and the community believes evil is purged. But here is the sick truth. Sometimes, those who shouted the loudest during these killings were the ones hiding their own crimes. The fire was not about justice. It was about fear, control, and blood spectacle. And so, the boys were burned alive. The mob fumed, laughed, jeered. One voice in the background can still be heard on the viral footage: "Die, die," as those slaughtering lambs for sacrifice. But the secret no one wanted to admit later was this: the four boys were never thieves. They were victims of a lie, sacrificed to protect the pride of one man and to feed the hunger of a violent culture. After the killings, when the story broke nationwide, Aluu became cursed. Families locked their doors in shame, the name stained forever. Coxswain Lucky, the man whose lie started it, was later arrested. Many vigilantes fled. Some were jailed. others vanished into the cracks of Port Harcourt's underworld. But the community could never wash away the stench of what they had done. The truth that still haunts Aluu to this day is simple, dark, and heavy. The boys died not because they stole, but because one man lied, and a community chose blood over truth. Their spirits hang over Aluu like shadows, a reminder that silence and fear can kill as much as stones and fire. If you'd like us to bring you more shocking true life stories, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell to be notified anytime, any day we drop our stories. What do you think should have been done to the masterminders of such crime, or even the community chiefs and elders? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for banking with us. Bye bye. See you next time.